pillar.
Ransom Shield launch.
Consider going.
Tell me you don't love that energy, Ty, every morning when we get up on Mondays. Now, we are just always kicking doors down. We are busting through. And this is the week, my friend. This is the week.
This is when it all comes together. We have been here consistently doing this with our guests of CoachCon, with ourselves. We've been providing content. You know, we stay committed to the course, and it's finally here. It's here, Shar.
It's so powerful. Guys, you have to understand, like, I'm here literally in one of our big conventions this year that we're doing, and it's so powerful because the energy, the combustion, the magnitude of what we're doing at CoachCon is because Ty and I walk the talk. We do the things we tell you to do because we are proof that you're going to get there, even though you might be thinking today, I'm just starting out. I don't even have one client yet, or maybe you have 3 clients, or maybe you're at that place where you're overwhelmed and you're trying to just do it better. We've been there and done that. And Ty and I just constantly talk about this all the time. Like, we just want to give you the opportunity that you can be here and even have more if you just have the right people in the room with you. If you're going to be the 1%, this is what it takes to be the 1%.
We all start our journey, Shar, with a vision in mind. We're here to serve. We're here to give people the knowledge and close the gaps that we've successfully done in our business, in our life. But we're not here to necessarily do it altruistically, right? Everybody's got to pay bills. One of our speakers, Christy Rutherford, last week said, I'm not here to make money, but I am here to get money, right? And so it is that case of, I got to pay bills too. And when you start getting into that cycle and your message becomes powerful and people are getting results, then you start realizing, oh, right, I'm getting paid, I'm getting rewarded, I'm getting the money. And you start moving into that category of the top 20%, the top 10%, the top 1%, right? And it's not just money that makes you the top 1%. It's the mindset to get to the money. How do you get the mindset? You show up and do what we're doing. You attend CoachCon and you pick up the skills from experts who've done it before you. You synthesize that information, you make an action plan, and then you deliver on that action plan. Exactly what we've done consistently for the past 6 months.
And guys, here's a couple of strategies. We just want to pour into you. And so let's ask yourself a couple of these strategies. One is, why is there resistance to becoming the 1%? This is such an important question, right, Ty? Because a lot of people want to give all these reasons and excuses. And I go, so why? Why do you have that excuse? Why do you have that reason? Why do you justify that you're not going to make the time because you're so busy? Because we're all busy. Let me tell you, Ty and I, we are extremely busy.
Yeah. And that's what you have to ask yourself. And that's a great point, Shar, because we're one day away from the start of this conference. And if you haven't found the time to register, or you saw it, but you don't remember when you saw it, or you make an excuse and you give yourself a reason not to do it, you are taking away from your success. You are self-sabotaging your ability to move into that 1% category, because you have now determined in your head that there's a reason why, you haven't made the time, or you haven't. This is free, right? CoachCon is a free opportunity for everyone to come and hear from speakers like the woman behind powerful brands like Justin Bieber and Usher. You've come for, you hear about people like Christy Rutherford, as I mentioned, who, left the US Coast Guard and now trains hundreds of professionals in that field. Emily Williams, a money mindset coach who's able to shift and get you in the right frame of mind. Megan Hooper, who's built communities and help people in their Facebook communities monetize and leverage their brand and their established following. You have Charlene Wiz, who's, like she said, at one of these energizing conferences where she gets to go to conference every year and teach people about sales and using AI and technology to enhance and leverage their business. All of these powerhouses have come together. You have people who've received awards on national stages like Trisha Baruch. All of these people have come together to pour into you for free, right? They have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in their careers, and they're saying, you know what, we're going to show up for an hour. We're going to show up for an hour and a half, and we're going to give this wide audience we've never met a taste of our knowledge, our expertise, so that they can go be great, and we're not going to charge anything for it. That is what's on offer for you tomorrow. So if you find a reason, or give yourself an out, or say for some excuse or the other that you can't attend, or you forgot to attend, or you didn't put it on your calendar, you are self-sabotaging yourself. You are losing out on the chance to take one nugget from these masters and these titans of industry, and turn your business into a success and become that 1%.
I want you to remember this, guys. Here's a second strategy. I don't want you making the decision from who you are today I want you to make the decision from the 5-year version of you who said, I had all the excuses. I had all the reasons not to. I had all the reasons and excuses to fail. But that person who's 5 years ahead of you, who is enjoying the power of intention, success, relationships, I want that person to make the decision today to register. Guess what? That person isn't looking at these excuses anymore, guys. They're like, of course I want to go to CoachCon. Of course I want to find my tribe. Of course I want to be with the people who are going to make me better than who I am today.
That's a very key point, Jar. And I had this conversation with somebody last week. If you asked your 5-year self from now, and you looked back and said, what advice would I have given Charlene 5 years ago on this very day? Would it have been, oh yeah, just do what you're doing, it seems to be working for you? Or would it be, invest in yourself, take a break, go attend these 3 sessions tomorrow, understand the material, and then apply it to your business? If you project yourself to 5 years from now and you look back, are you doing the thing today? Are you doing the thing tomorrow? Are you doing the thing this week that you need to do, that you should do, that could be a difference in your business, that could be the difference that got you from 6 figures to 7, 7 to 8?
And guys, the last strategy that the 1% will always ask, and this is probably where Ty and I have seen it, because guys, you have to understand, we didn't get here because of all the right decisions. We even got here because of bad decisions. And here's the one thing, the third strategy, and Ty, you and I can list hundreds of them, but just one, because I think this is where that differential, right, that separates you. Why don't you deserve the success and the power and the right to live the way you want? Why don't you deserve that?
Yeah. It's a profound question that we don't often stop to ask ourselves, right? And when you start understanding there are other people around you who are doing less than you are and getting more from it, right? Because they're working smart, because they're doing the right things, because they're investing in themselves, because they're choosing to make decisions that you are not choosing to make, because they believe that they deserve that success. They believe that when they get that success, it's well deserved, it's reward, it's the payout and the ROI for the investment that they made. They have already believed it. They're in the mindset of that they deserve that success, that 1% success. And so when you stop and ask yourself, why don't you deserve that? Why shouldn't you get it? Then you start breaking down some of those barriers. Then you start changing the narrative that you've been telling yourself, the negative speak. You start realizing, but I do deserve this.
Wow. Ty, again, every single time we show up every single Monday with our amazing speakers and amazing mentors and amazing people that we have, you can tell good leaders, guys, because they give, they don't take. And that's the number one trait that I've always seen in Ty, and this vision that he had on a napkin several years ago, to see it today. And what an honor I am here with you, Ty, as we launch this, and seeing your vision and seeing the power of your intention to help the coaches around the world become better than they were today, tomorrow, and the next day. They're going to be better just because of going to CoachCon.
Guys, we're not pushing you to go to CoachCon or selling CoachCon as anything other than a platform for you to use to do better, to get value, to increase your business. We are coaches. We're successful business people. We want to see, coaches become successful. We could have built CoachCon to serve the higher level coaches, the million and above coaches. We would have gotten their checks. They would have sent the money in. It would have been fantastic. We would have had a revenue model and made a business out of it. But we chose to give a free conference using powerhouse speakers to those who are at the early stages of their business, coaches and founders. And we chose to do that because we really do believe that we can build a place where you can get that little extra help that you need, where you can be part of a community with other people at your level, and you can break the cycle of coaches running out of business or not knowing what to do or having to take burnout or take a break because of burnout. We can break that cycle. We can create a different space. We can create a different place to finally give coaches the opportunities that they need to succeed. And that's all CoachCon is. A free 2-day opportunity for you to invest in yourself and learn from amazing greats on how to be great yourself.
Wow. Ty, what an honor to see your dream, your vision now become reality, and all the lives that you're impacting every single time. And wow, what an honor and what a great responsibility you have, Ty, to the universe, to the world, to each person, and your impact. We're all honored to be on this journey with you.
when I go back to the second strategy and I ask myself, where do I in 5 years, what would I look back and tell myself today? Today we made a change. Today we have the opportunity to give people a solution, and we did it hell over high water. We've been working at this for months. We've been making investments. We've been paying for it. Charlene and I both, we've been paying for it, time and dollars. We have been
Yes.
making sure that we get you guys. Absolutely, we're making the investment in you, and if all we're asking you to do is show up, because we have already spent the money, we've spent the time, we've spent the knowledge and the capacity, we're now delivering it. So 5 years from now, I want to look back and say, this is the week we gave people a fighting chance to grow and shape their business. This was the start of many more Coach Cons to come, and we will build that platform. Will be the singular community for coaches around the world.
So true. Thank you again, Ty. Thank you, everyone. And we can't wait to see you. Register at www.coachcon.global. We'll see you there. Reach out to us if you have last minute questions, if you're trying to figure things out. These sessions will not be sent as a replay to anyone, because we are going to keep this integrity of what we're providing for those who attend, because they showed up, because they wanted to bet on themselves.
100%. This is a attend live or lose the opportunity, right? And so what we want to do is we're going to make sure there are a few seats left. We have, we're closing this out today because we start 8:45 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. It's www.coachcon.com, www.coachcon.global. Register now. Don't give yourself another excuse. Don't tell yourself another story. Stop what you're doing. Go register. It's a free ticket. Once you're registered, come join us 8:45 a.m. tomorrow morning. We're kicking it off with me, giving you an introduction to Coach Con, and then the wonderful Emily Williams, who will take you on your first session, and then we continue the rest of the day.
Perfect. Thanks again, Ty. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you there.
Bye, everyone.